Alright. We're going to start there down.
Let the glorious mane flow.
So, welcome once again to another episode of the Dream Realm, D&D night here at Oklahoma Gaming. Thank you so much. Sorry that we were out last week. We were out last week. I had my birthday. I had my birthday last week. Plus my son's birthday, so it was a lot of fun. So, thank you. Sorry for anyone who missed us while we were gone. I hope that you're still tuning in. So, where we picked up with our adventurers last week, they were trying to find the temple still. That they think that, they get to the artifacts, that something's powering to destroy all reality, all along. While they're trying to find the temple, they thought they found a room that could help them get there, the portals and whatnot. However, one of them, they end up getting stuck in a lot of illusions, a lot of dream type illusions. Oh, that's right, I need to catch you all up. I don't even know what's going on. Actually, let me give you a slightly more in-depth catch-up. And plus, this will be good, too, since we've had a week break. For anyone who, maybe if we have new viewers. In fact, so let's switch to DM4. So you have some ugly look. And it's this camera. I'm just going to switch it to this one. Here. We're going to switch this. Hi! Well, they can't see you now. Well, darn it! And this one's so dark? What in the world? It was dark on you guys, too. Anyways, it's going to be out of focus now. Something's up there. Do this on stream. This is really professional right here. Alright.
Professionalism.
Yes, exactly. So basically, here's what's happened so far. There's this guy named Sid. He's an NPC. He's a monk, in fact, who basically you end up finding yourself just in the dream realm, right? And he's the one who told you why he's brought you here. Essentially, the dream realm is its own realm, and there's something that he's got to try to thwart, and it's basically like a Lord of Illusion type thing, and he wants to completely undo reality. He thinks people are getting too woke, that they're wising up to things, so he wants to, they're waking up from their illusions, so he wants to just reset everything, basically destroy all reality, and then go from there. So basically like full Thanos type thing.
Can we help him?
Can we help him? Magneto was right. So since then,
Thanos wasn't wrong.
He was, by the way, I'm just going to let you know, we go off on some tangents here. He was so wrong. It's one of the things is he was a very good character, really good, but his idea was so bad and so it could easily be taken apart in the first little bit that I really wish they had gone a little bit more into why he thought that his idea made sense. You know what I mean? Do y'all agree? What do y'all think? Or do you seriously think he was right?
I don't think he was wrong. I seriously don't think he was wrong.
If you delete half of all life, there's it's all of life, right? So there's some planets where they were probably struggling, just they had barely enough life, and then half the life is gone.
I don't
That was the balance.
balance.
I mean, that's just like natural selection, I guess you could argue.
He was right in what he was saying, but that doesn't mean it was right to do it.
But it wasn't even a good method to do it, because at most, all it would do is just delay any bad circumstances that were coming about, and you're still you're still giving up a lot just to even delay that. So
the whole principle.
I don't think it was all life that he wiped out.
It wasn't a long-term thing.
I think they were condensing what he really did. I think he wiped out half of sentient life.
As far as he's saying,
so I think animals would have been
half of the population gone. That's a lot to recover from. That's pretty long.
But if you're talking about it on a universal scale, right? On a universal scale, it's not that much. If life really was this unchecked force that it needed to be held, kept in balance, then just deleting half of it for a while. If you look at mankind, we've been through a few plagues. every time that there was like a serious plague, like the Black Death, that killed about a third of the world, right? The population bounced back.
Yeah.
Crazy fast.
I don't know if it's that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that simple to just say.
Yeah, I don't think that's. If you're going to say something like we're going to restrict life from growing in the future, make it so it can't grow unimpeded, that would be different. But he was just like, get rid of half of all life.
We have to think though, like what you were just saying. It's not like you're just taking an ideal situation and just removing half. It's like you removed half instantaneously and now have to deal with the fallout and the implications of all of that on a global scale in every ecosystem.
Yeah.
So it's a lot more destructive than I guess just a plague or.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I think it would be pretty long term.
Speaking of which, and then this is my final tangent. We'll get back to the dream realm, but they haven't gone into this yet, and I'm really interested to see if there's gonna be a Marvel movie coming up which will delve into this. Which is that when Tony did what he did looked like a heroic and noble thing. It was a self-sacrifice. He saved the day. However, his big thing was that he was only going to help if it didn't make it lose his daughter. So he was adamant that they bring the people who were snapped today, at that moment, not 5 years ago, right? Yeah. So he was so adamant about that. But in actuality, if you start thinking about it, the stress of half people being gone, and then 5 years later, all them being re-injected back in. The strain on the infrastructure would be literally too much to hold. It would be hard enough for people to adapt and have half the workforce gone. But then at 5 years, there'd probably be enough time for them to maybe figure out a way to do it. But then all of a sudden, now you have twice as many mouths to feed, and there's a lot of people you have to catch up to speed on things.
I would agree if they didn't have the Space Forces, whatever the Captain Marvel is.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's not like you're just talking about in our universe.
You do
have the superhero.
They kind of touched on it with Spider-Man. It seemed like in Far From Home, everything was fine.
Yeah.
So they did something.
They did a little bit, yeah. But they almost took more of a funny route on it because they caught you up with the kids.
I mean, to be fair too, part of it, because one of the stones alters reality. It could have just undone the literal damage. Yeah. But it just brings people back and puts them in that time period.
Alright, well, let's get back to business. So, the Lord of Illusion, and by the way, I've let slip that his name is Mara, in case that...
Mara?
And,
from Skyrim?
Is there a Mara in Skyrim? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Well, believe it or not, they actually already killed Mara. The first time. He has counting multiple forms, basically. So,
Voldemort syndrome.
Huh?
Voldemort syndrome.
I guess you could say he doesn't have a Horcrux. Anyways, they killed him in the first phase. The first phase was all about your emotions could be played against you. If you're in character, your character was too upset or uncontrolled, bad things would happen, right? Second phase is all about death and decay. So there's necrotic damage. That's the phase y'all are in right now. Y'all are in the process of trying to figure out what's going on, trying to find the temple. That's when, like you said, it caught you up some other stuff. There was one person who y'all weren't able to rescue from their dream/illusion, and that was Osiris, the Ranger. Partially because he's kind of part Fae, or he's from the Fae world. So they deal so much in illusion already that it kind of made it easier for him to fall into the illusion. And he's on a hunt. It's kind of like a rite of passage for his people. So they already tried to help him snap out of it. Come on, And he's so fixated on finding the thing he's looking for that he's hunting that he's just not into it. So that's what we're gonna catch up to now. Let's see if this is good.
Is it something at this point?
That's good.
I heard 40.
Alright, so the rest of you end up finishing off the last of the werewolves, and we're gonna say that you skewer them. Sure. Who I am. Here's Sid. Okay, and then We have everything, right? Yeah. No, we're missing you. You had the actual Ranger.
Ranger danger.
Stranger danger.
Danger ranger.
I have a ranger.
Is it? Let me look over here while you're looking at
Ranger stranger.
Ranger.
Doesn't matter that it's a female.
It's a female character.
Huh?
Female character.
I have this one or
So you're in roads.
Yeah.
That's the one I usually use. In his campaign, that's the one I use.
What is your focus of that?
All right.
Don't worry. You can make fun of my paint job.
I found one for you too. See, it's like a little 3-foot dragonborn. This is too big. He made a character is a 3-foot dragonborn. I say this is too big. What do y'all think? Make him roll this one.
It's a dwarfborn.
All right, we'll leave him aside. Okay.
Fill that
Well, I mean, he's not going to stand up either.
I know.
What is he? What is he? He looks like a murloc.
He's something. I can't remember what it's called. It's like a mesoloth or something like that. So
Murlocs.
yeah. Those who are not with us just wink out of existence. Like not the ones not at the table. Sid looks at the rest of you and says, "I feared this might happen. It's very easy to lose my grip on your tethers to the dream realm whenever we're inside someone else's illusion. So there's a chance that we might see them again. We're not sure. The good news is I feel something else. I think if I concentrate," and he sits down and meditates for a second in the middle of the forest, and all of a sudden you see slowly materialize out of the air in front of you.
And in your chat window in the bottom left, it says connecting to host. 2 new players have joined the party.
There you go.
You hear over voice comms.
Yeah, he was trying to go with the Leroy Jenkins character. So yeah, in fact, so in front of us stands. So we know that there's a 3-foot dragonborn.
I am Leroy Jenkins, High Magi of the Cult of Rajen.
Greetings, Leroy. My name is Sid. I've noticed that you don't seem to be confused or wondering what's going on. You're just ready to go, huh?
Rajen protects me.
Nice. All right. I like Rajan. All right. Cool. Well, to catch you up to speed, we're trying to save all of reality.
Oh, I still have no idea where I'm at. That's just what I know.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm going to catch you up to speed. Catch you up to speed. We're trying to stop someone from ending all reality. We need to save our buddy right here. He doesn't know what's going on. He thinks that we're on a hunt. So we're trying to find his quarry. Do you want to help us out?
Yes.
All right. Sounds good. And then, who are you that I'm looking at?
Veronica, high elf.
Well, if they find a key, a random key in a random
Oh,
game,
that's actually very fortuitous. We just recently lost a paladin and a sorcerer, and in its place we have a paladin and a mage or a wizard. By the way, paladin, are you the kinds that you like to always run off from the group and don't stay around them, or do you want to keep bold by your allies?
Are you the type that makes us chase your aurora, or you cover us with your aurora?
Sounds good. So, without further ado, I don't know how much time we have. We have to try to get into this. Again, time passes very strangely whenever we're inside of Mars Illusions. So, you gotta try to get through this quickly.
At this point, my character would be branching off from y'all to re-find the tracks.
Gotcha. So you started to find the tracks. Osiris, guys, quickly, get on to Osiris' tail. We have to go help him. So you start tracking. We'll say you are able to find the trail after a little bit. You start tracking. Once again, as soon as you find the tracks, basically, you get like tunnel vision.
Yep.
You're laser focused and you keep going through. The rest of you are trying to keep up, however, you're noticing it's very difficult. He's able to move through the forest much faster. He's used to the area. So a lot of you are taking a little bit more time and you're having to be a little bit more cautious. It is still that weird, dusky, kind of dusk look, like where it's almost timeless. You're not able to show exactly what time of day it is, but just kind of dark, kind of twilight time. So you're making your way through the forest, and you don't see any of this. You're just lasered in on your target. The rest of you notice that there are, again, a lot of the same disconcerting things you saw from before. Things that are like, and it's not just that they're scary images. It seems like they want to be noticed by you. Each time one of you looks, it's almost like there's like a scary face winking at you. Just a lot of disconcerting things. They just keep causing you to be more and more uncomfortable as you're running through. You two are even more bewildered because you have very little idea of what's going on. In fact, you might even assume you might even still be dreaming, like a regular dream. Like this isn't but you wouldn't know it's a dream because most people don't. So you're still kind of trying to get your bearings. As you're trekking through, though, you do suddenly come upon kind of sort of a clearing. There's still a fair amount of trees, but it's thinned out a little bit more. But there's definitely large swaths of area where it looks like a lot of trees have been felled or knocked over. And not only that, there's other things that also make this area a little bit different as well. There's this black rot which seems to be covering a lot of the felled trees. This ooze, mallow type stuff that's just permeating through things which normally wouldn't, be in this forest. But again, it's stuff that you're not really noticing too much. The rest of you do see it. But you suddenly stop. And in fact, roll for perception.
Basically, it's a river loud enough to. Is the river loud enough?
So perception?
Yeah.
15.
15. Okay, yes. You're already able to see. So, you stop because, it is a slight clearing, so you wanted to try to figure out where the next tracks were. But something seems strange. The forest is actually a little bit too quiet. You are able to notice that it seems like something's going on. Maybe, for instance, the thing you're tracking might even be trying to ambush you. So you signal to the others, so they slow down as well. So now you're at the clearing, so what do you want to do?
I want to look for a vantage point in the tree. See if I can look for any, brush that would have been trampled through or any indication of where the beast would be.
There is, in terms of where the beast might be currently, you definitely see signs of him, but you're kind of looking more, like you said, you actually want to find a vantage point. So you do see that there is a tree that was only partially knocked over that's actually resting against another tree, and you believe you might be able to get up that.
I'm going for it.
All right, go ahead and do a athletics check. And what would the rest of you want to do? If you want, I can draw it out too, if you like.
Quick question. When would I use that?
Oh my gosh, it was almost 19. Well,
probably not right now, just because they're in the middle of a hunt. But yeah, you could use that just before battle, I guess. It's kind of like a. Okay. Hey, dude, can you grab a drink really quick? Can you grab me something really quick?
to climb a tree.
Thanks.
It was almost a 19, but it's a 1.
It was a 1. Okay, the very first time you try to scramble up, again, you aren't noticing this black. You aren't noticing this black ooze that's spread over a lot of the area. You're just straight up not seeing it. So even though you start trying to climb up the log, you actually slip on some of that, and you fall down. Actually, land hit right in your face. Not enough to really cause damage, more just like
My pride.
yeah, exactly. Thank you, Logan. Do you want me to draw it out really quick? I can. All right. Y'all try to strategize while I draw it out, or talk, or fill in content.
So we just have a singular prey that's up in this tree. Do we know it's by itself?
No, it's not in the tree. I'm climbing the tree to get advantage.
Getting advantage from it, but we don't know where it is.
Where's the green one? I needed the green one. Rip.
I'm hunting an elusive creature called the Doodle Bob.
If we had time, I could conjure a familiar to help us look.
We might have time. We haven't engaged with it yet. The Doodle Bob.
I really want to do this room.
If you listen closely, you can hear its battle cry.
Actually, as you say that, you do suddenly hear a roar, and it sounds really close.
Yes, I highly doubt we have time for me to conjure a familiar. I feel like we're going to get attacked pretty soon.
These little color squares are trees.
Trays?
Trees.
It must be autumn.
Exactly. And I mentioned this is like I said, kind of clearing. It's like still, there's still trees. Like in other words, the regular forest, it'd be like right, yeah. And we're gonna say that you, Cyrus, have come up here. You saw like a little tree which fell against the other tree, and you're climbing up here.
Okay.
And there's a little vantage point here, and we're gonna say there's another couple trees.
Okay.
I love those trees, don't you?
Okay.
This is where I was trying to climb to.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Okay.
Don't do it, Anakin. I'm attempting to gain the high ground.
You underestimate my power.
Trying to slice some onions.
Trees in the way. And we're gonna say outside this area it's just heavily wooded. And this is gonna represent some of the black ooze that's around. Like little pools of it.
As
This is
we are
really
waiting.
picturesque, I'm sure.
we may not have time for me to summon a familiar to help us, but I can sit here and cast Unseen Servants. In 10 minutes, I'll have an extra pair of eyes. It just has to stay closer to us.
Could be advantageous.
But can your servant help us in a fight?
I mean, it can't hurt us in a fight.
It's valid. Man's got a point.
I'm gonna say that the whole area is kind of like that. That's the actual clearing, and where the rest of you are all around this area. Right here. So you saw Cyrus running over here, and he fell prone because he was hit his face so hard. And then you have Leroy over here. He's got his familiar coming out. Paladins up front of this thing. Yep, there we go. Something like that. And I'll finish clearing it in. So you do hear a roar.
So as I'm face planted, I just shoot up. Oh, I found you.
Okay, you're still on the ground, you're gonna say. So you hear the roar, and actually, right out of the break in the woods right here, just the creature just kind of bobs its head out, just for a quick second. Hey kids. It looks freakish, to say the least. Its face itself the mouth seems to just be this ever. It's not like a regular like chomp chomp. It's like almost looks circular, but it's either rotating or shifting. Something is messed up.
Fleshy garbage disposal.
Yeah, it's
What's the term maw?
What are you doing in my forest?
And then it's some of the features on his face strangely almost seem to be like not connected, as in they're like it has like eyebrows that like hover right above it, and it
Anime-esque.
Yeah.
Over the eyeball.
and it has like a visage that it is a very dark looking, like black and black, oily, smoked, dark fur. It looks like it could have been an animal, but like I said, it looks really weird, and it has like a weird parts of the face almost look like they hang off of it.
Very patchwork-esque.
Basically, yeah, say that. So it pops his face out really quick, and then slinks back.
Oh my god, it's Jason Bourne.
Jason Bourne? I wasn't expecting that. So, what do y'all do now?
Well, I still want to try and get up in my little vantage point.
What did you say?
I'm
these
gonna.
Those are black pools of like
were? Pools, okay.
that like basically there's parts where it looks like there's remnants of it in a lot of places where he might have knocked over. Oh, I forgot to put some more fallen limbs. There's so around where there's fallen limbs, there might be more icky stuff.
How far away are we from Mr. Prone guy?
We don't know where he is right now.
No, Osiris, yeah, he's right up ahead, like about 20 feet to your left, up left.
Don't worry, Osiris. I shall send my familiar to help you up.
Don't touch me! And I scurry up into the tree.
I roll another.
Oh my god!
Get another
Is it another nat one?
That's all about the statistic test. You'll never roll another one. It's the chance of that happening. Like,
Alright guys, it's been fun. I'm going home.
So, did you say you went over to assist him, or you sent a familiar?
I sent my unseen servant.
So your unseen service, it's actually invisible, right?
Yeah, but it can touch stuff. So
Yeah,
we can
yeah.
help him
I
off
can
the
see
front.
how that would still
I
freak him
sprint
out.
ahead of his unseen servant and jump off of his now probably broken back to get up the tree.
Alright. So Osiris, you're about to try to go up again. So all of a sudden you feel a hand on your shoulder. Really freaks you out because you've been tracking everything. You're normally pretty good at knowing things, and not only that, like you look around and you saw nothing, so it freaked you out. So even though you started to climb up, you like to do and you fall down again.
Burn my ass down.
Yes, pretty much. And then, meanwhile, Roderick, go ahead and roll athletics.
I got a 16.
16, you are able to make it up to the top. So as you look out,
You ever climbed a tree before?
Fuck off.
go ahead and roll perception.
Well, that was a natural one.
Let's try opening your eyes.
Yeah. Are able to get to the top of the tree, being that you're so short, you're just a tiny little feller, you're not able to quite see over the tops of some of the trees that he was like trying to get to, so yeah, you're not able to see much. Not a train's range of the forest.
Absolutely furious. I'm
You
gonna
want
just
some help this time?
roll for stealth and just kind of bear crawl through the underbrush of the leaves and wait for the creature to come out.
Sounds good. Alright, roll for stealth.
With my new die.
There you go. Alright, where do you want to stealthily be?
I want to go up next to this tree, next to the ichor pile.
Right here?
And just, like, find some shadows and kind of cover myself up in some leaves.
Here, we'll say this is you for now.
That is a
You got a little more diminutive.
28 to stealth.
Diminutive. Alright, yeah, you were stealth.
We in this.
What are the rest of y'all doing? Just so y'all since I know anyone else. You still have your vantage point.
Advantage my ass. I'm climbing back down.
Did you see him pick his head up?
Yes,
So we
all
all
the
saw
rest
him
of
come out.
Yeah.
He just pokes his head out. What are you doing in my forest?
By the way, I have an arrow knock. I'm waiting. Ready.
Okay, nice. All right.
Got it on the ready.
Ready.
Now that I have my familiar out, I'll switch up and cast Mirror Image.
Is this part of the casting? It's pretty
Yes,
cool.
yes.
It's kind of cool looking, right? Mirror
I mean, if
image.
it's gonna be part, at least make it.
He's gonna start weaving hand signs.
Yeah. All right, so mirror image. You're casting it on yourself, you said, or making another copy, another. New...
Yeah, it's
Here it is. I got it. This looks exactly like you. I got it.
actually.
Oh my God! Which one's the real? Which one's the real Leroy? Leroy! Just gonna have to shoot them both. I love all the things when you talk about that trope, because it's like a trope. You know, it's like which one's the real one, and they always make it seem like you're gonna have to shoot one, and then things will like make fun of that. And there's like saying it's like, which one do I shoot? Wait, what? Why were you gonna shoot either of them? You do anything?
Yeah, I'm just gonna move as far as I can toward this.
Are you gonna do stealthily or?
Of course, stuff.
Oh yeah, you got that whole hood.
Yeah.
That hood. He's got a hood that he can pop over his head that just turns him invisible. All right, Sid is going to. He wants to be kind of close to the party right here. Where are the rest of you going? Where are you gonna be up front? I guess we're getting close to. We'll say you're out here, maybe.
I want
Sit right
to-
here, sound good. Because you saw the face, you're like. So you're behind that log. Where are you, Leroy? And where you're sending your image?
My image is going to stay pretty close to me because it protects me if somebody tries to attack me.
Okay, where are you going?
I'll be right around that tree in the middle.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Boom, there we go. Okay, and I want to have. Actually, everyone roll for perception again.
I want to cast major image at the foot of my tree,
26.
and the image is of him still on the ground, just holding his back and just like moaning, and just I want to see if
Though
the
you don't see it, you do hear a chuckle.
I want to see if the monster
Funny little man.
takes the bait.
It's funny.
That's pretty good. Alright. What everyone roll for perception?
26.
Roll for perception.
I'm bringing balance
I
back.
know I'm gonna look.
15.
Burn that other die later tonight.
Wait, no.
What'd you get, Kayla?
14.
Ooh, low roll this time, huh?
I got a 14.
21.
Okay. Both of you are going to get a surprise roll. Yeah, okay. What action do you want to have ready? Just because you like see the creature about to come out. Let me know in a second, and I'm going to have him do his first. The rest of you don't get it. The creature breaks out suddenly, and now we're going to roll for initiative, but we're going to get y'all's two surprise checks in.
Question. When people went into their dream realm, because I know in the room before that, we had fought the guy, then we had taken him prisoner, then he dimension doored to the portal and got out, we went into the other room, absolutely obliterated the bookkeeper without even talking to him. Between then and this dream sequence, has there been a rest or no? Is it all
No,
simultaneous?
it's all simultaneous. Yeah. This was it was weird. We were doing a lot of things where we were taking breaks, but then we started doing some things where it was like continuing the story. Yeah.
This will be my fake Osiris.
Okay. Nice. Good idea. All right. So go ahead and the creature breaks out. It is a whole mess of weirdness. It's a Lovecraftian.
Ooh!
Yeah. It's
Do I
like.
know, like, does it look like what I thought it was, or does this shake the illusion?
It's not quite enough to shake the illusion for you.
Okay.
You're still. To you, it's just like a beast that maybe. You know, you've seen beasts that look a little weird. Maybe it's got mange or something.
Yikes.
I don't know if that's like it's like a joke in Texas when we lived in Texas because they have the chupacabra. That's a legend right out there, but no one out there really takes it seriously. In fact, I'm pretty sure even with the original place it came from, no one takes it seriously because they know what it was. The chupacabra, it comes from like mange, basically like a coyote that had mange or something. Because if you see an animal that has mange, especially like advanced mange, it looks like an alien. It looks like it does. They look freaky.
I have not seen that.
Yeah. Check it out.
I'm gonna, as my bonus action, Hunter's Mark, and then I'm going to attack with my Oath Bow. For,
I'm gonna yell again and say, come out,
Check it out.
throw your weapons down, and you will be spared.
That is weird.
They end up looking like aliens. There's a lot more severe examples, but they end up looking. It like eats away their fur. So yeah, you're thinking it could be something like that. Meanwhile, you're noticing, by the way, Roderick. It's not just that it's really weird. It also seems to have this. There's definitely like an ever-shifting quality about it, right? Like it seems to constantly almost be shifting or morphing into something. But even more importantly, there seems to also that black ooze. It keeps like reappearing in different parts of its body. It's real. It looks freaky as heck. You're like, what in the world?
Does a 20 hit?
A 20. Hold on, I have this
This
ready.
big creature.
Actually, I think I have this. Second. No, I didn't. Freak. Looked in there and I still didn't return. I knew that they didn't have the phone. Go ahead and roll for damage just in case it. Go with that.
Down.
No, there was another one, but I was like, Looks. The reason is because I kind of like how it's relatively humanoid, so that fits with him. So imagine this, but the mouth, like I was saying, and then even though there are limbs, they keep shifting. Like they keep, like it'll be like one little baby arm pops out of this arm, and then this one starts withering away, and then that baby arm keeps growing in strength until it's huge, and then like a little tentacle. It's just constantly shifting.
Okay.
So you said you got a 20?
To hit.
20 does it.
16 points of damage.
16 points. We get Clipper.
Pop out.
You gonna explain to me he's trying to run away? Are you? Yeah. Okay.
Softening them up for all
He
his
said
Colossus Slayers.
16
Points of damage.
16 points damage.
Yep. Do I get just one attack for the surprise round?
No, it'd be like a full round.
Oh.
Full round of actions.
Follow up. What's this thing? 19 to hit.
That hits.
Nice. Check some real quick. Okay. 18 points of damage. Oh wait. Yeah. 18 points of damage that time. To the mangy chupacabra.
Okay. Alright, yeah, I like this guy. Yeah, this is gonna work. This is gonna be fun. Y'all can get wrecked. Okay.
That's the big
Alright, so we said 18, 16 for the first one, 18 for the second one. So a total of 34.
Is everyone around this head?
Alright. Okay, Chase, or Roderick, what do you do?
I want to command my image to run around Osiris.
Wait, that's Kayla.
Oh, that's you. Oh, so you're stealthed, right? You're over here.
Yeah. Well, he's no longer
I want.
after he.
He's over here.
It takes. You can move like 30 feet, right?
Do it.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I can get to like right there.
But then only one out. If we all just sit there, the kids that all try to sit in and
Whatever.
are they dressed as
Or no. I want to move here and just.
Okay, so there's
What was your action?
The image is just there doing like jumping jacks, like over here.
Oh, okay, nice. All right. Sounds good. But no other action besides that?
It takes an action to use my image like that.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, no problem. All right, now everyone roll for initiative, and I'll tell you what happens.
Wait, who got the best three?
6. Cyrus got 11.
I might be able to carry.
Stupid. Did you get Leroy? You got a 6.
No, she didn't. I got a 15.
What was your name's Veronica? Veronica got a 6. What'd you get? 16?
I got a 15. She got a 7 because she got +1 to initiative.
Oh, there it is. Only took 9 shots.
15. What'd you get, Roderick?
18.
Nice. And Kalar?
43. 20.
Sid? What? Sid, what are you doing? It's slow, or it's a low roll, but I know he has like crazy rolls.
Oh, okay.
+5. Okay, he has a 10.
We'll turn around.
Okay, Kay, it is your turn first. Kalar.
No, my turn.
Yep, here you go.
Let's see. First thing I'm gonna do is cast Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark on him. Boom.
See, since I'm stealth, I'm attacking advantage, correct?
Yeah, you are still stealth. You said you were going to be. And you didn't have to really roll for it because you have that thing that makes you invisible. And you'll still be invisible even after coming.
Yes.
Would you roll?
It's not correct, but 27.
Oh, and I'll say what happens as you do the damage. So as soon as the creature came out, Osiris, you were all stealthily. You had been tracking this thing. You felt the adrenaline pumping through your veins. However, you were able to calm them. And as soon as you saw it, you just 2 arrows that go streaking through and just right into his. You do see that it seemed to pierce it, but it also didn't seem to react much to it. And then you also had the image come forward, and the image was like, "Hey, just me. Hey, listen. Hey, I'm Mr. Bixies. Look at me.
Navi from Zelda.
Hey, listen." 29 damage. All right, do the second one.
Now, if I'm stealth, do I get advantage on the second one also, or just the first one?
Just the first one, because it's like gonna be able to react to where your arrows come from, that kind of thing.
36.
36 hits. Alright. How much damage was the first one? Sorry, again. 28?
29.
29. Gotta remember that.
Keep up.
Alright, then he lets his second arrow out.
He's dead.
I know you had colossal slayer arrows, but dang. 29 and 22.
22. Yeah, I couldn't
So that's 51.
Jesus.
Wow.
See you later.
See if I could have got colossal, would I?
Alright, perfect.
Extra one.
And is that it for your turn? You gonna move?
They can't see me, so well. I think I'm gonna go over here and hug this tree.
Over this way?
Yeah, just kind of blending in.
Yeah, sounds good.
Hide behind the fake Osiris. Yeah.
Alright, and then next up it is Roderick.
I'm just holding my spell, waiting for him to see if he takes the bait.
Okay, sounds good. You got it ready? All right. Are you set like a ready action?
Yeah.
If he starts to go for it, then
If
you're
he
gonna do
comes to the fake Osiris, then I want to use my spell.
it. Sounds good. Okay. All right, and then next up it is Leroy. Leroy.
Activate mage armor on our paladin.
Okay, sounds good.
Go get in.
Mage armor on the paladin. You want to move or do anything else?
Yeah, I want to start circling around.
Both of you?
Yes.
What's your move speed?
Styles.
My move speed is 30.
I'm gonna say it's 25 because if you're 3 foot, there's no way. So 25. Yeah, you're gonna have to fix that. Override it.
Using like a
I don't know how to do that, but I'll try.
So we say we get right here. Ooh, actually, or is that where you want to go? You said circle around, right? This way. Go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Can't use all your slot buttons. Can't make your phone.
7.
All right, you take 10 points. No wait, you're the paladin. You have the same aura of courage, or no, not aura of courage. Aura of what are the auras you have active right now?
We're fine. No matter what.
I don't know what.
Aura of invincibility.
This is the first time.
I know it's 30 feet, so I know that it's not enough to cover you, like these guys over here. We're gonna say that it covers you, that you have the aura. So you take 5 more damage.
Take 5 damage.
Yeah, you take 5 damage.
What do
It's
I
still
do?
necrotic damage.
Yeah, it is necrotic.
But
Yeah.
if it's radiant damage, then it's nullified.
It's
I was trying to
different
figure it
rules. You're not in that thing anymore right now. This is something that's kind of coming from that same effect. Basically, it's the dream realm phase bleeding through into the solution. Is what I was trying to go for. So that's a side effect of it. So if you're standing in the pool or near it, you can have the same effect happen.
I got you.
But if you do radiant damage, it doesn't help you.
Okay, I was
Because
thinking
it's
it's
just
just
it's in the pool.
environmental. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
So okay. Anything else? Does your image it go away if it takes damage? Actually, I don't think it would have to even do the saving throw since it's an image. It wouldn't be affected by it. Yeah, never mind. Your image isn't affected. Okay, next up, it is the Thing's turn. And after taking some arrows,
What did you do?
yeah, the Thing, yeah.
I gave
This is how it moves. This is for my daughter. This is how it moves.
Judo ball.
So I'm gonna have to timestamp that so I can find that for Nikki. Oh, hey, we got people in chat. Sorry, I stole Mark these 2 weeks. He misses being there. He can be there next week. Oh, Marker is coming back, maybe. All right.
Who's that, Becca?
I guess I'm assuming.
It's gotta be Becca.
It says Baxter Spexter. Probably Becca, I'm guessing.
We missed
Becca,
you.
when are you coming back? That's the real question.
We need the barbarian.
We need a barbarian. Yeah, it was
That
really good.
eats.
They can
I
grab
know, yeah, and it was, yeah,
She
that
could have
was,
grappled him, dude. He'd been on the ground by now.
that was still one of the epic moments for the first part where she grappled and pinned it, so tried to like bamf away. She's like, you go, we go. So the Thing, after getting him the arrows, a couple arrows, doesn't really phase too much. It looks over and then sees a figure that actually looks like the Thing that just shot him, but he only got a
it'll look
glimpse at it.
exactly like
Yeah. So it's thinking it is the Thing that shot him.
Major image.
So it comes charging forward. Yeah, it comes charging forward at this. Do you do your spell?
As soon as it's right next to those 2 trees.
Alright. So it's going to charge through. What happens if they interact with the image again? Because major image, they each vary. Some of them, they can be touched. Some they can't.
Just things pass through it, so he would just immediately know.
Yeah, it immediately. But he does have such a charge. Well, what do you do? Because he's charging straight at, basically right at you.
I am using animate objects on both of these trees.
Animate objects.
Yes.
Okay. And what does it do?
It brings these trees to life to attack him.
Okay. All right. So what do they turn into?
They would be classified as constructs, and it'd be based on their size, how much they can do. So whether you consider them large or huge.
Ribbons, giant ribbons.
Were they?
No, these
Straight out
are
of
California.
California.
No, these
Too
are
late. They didn't seem that big.
no, these weren't going to be big trees. Like
So
not
large.
huge trees.
At least 300 feet.
We'll say
tall.
large. Yeah, we'll go with large.
Yeah.
These are baobab trees. Short, stout, fat.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, they're not like huge trees. They're,
So both these trees can, they can't move because they're rooted, but they can both attack him once he's within 5 feet.
okay. Sounds good. All right. So here's what happens.
And just the one command I tell them is crush.
Hulk smash.
Okay. So the creature's rushing straight towards you, right? As soon as it gets through the image, it looks like it's going to swing at the image. It swings through. That's whenever your spell lands. You had it ready. So you say the words, and as you say them, the trees do start to animate, right? And it takes effect really quickly. However, he was going full force. He actually slams right into the trees. What is their health at?
That's what I'm trying to see. They would have an AC of 10.
So he definitely hits them both. What's
They
their
both
health?
have 50 health.
Okay.
It's a bull. It's got some kind of charge or something.
All right. 7d10.
Wrap his legs up.
You need D10?
Yeah, I need
Yeah.
3 more.
True.
Just hit these trees for 70.
Can you get
Here's 2.
Need 1 more.
It's in the inside of your cape. Don't flip it around.
Thank you.
He's fighting with 68 health.
You?
Yes.
Oh, yikes.
I got raped in that last fight.
Here's a D10.
I'm good now, I think.
Should have taken it.
It's a good one. Let's take that roll for later.
I'll just pocket that one. It's advantageous to me. What about you have healing?
A little.
Just use 9th level
Okay.
healing mode. 6d4 plus 6.
Okay. Alright, sounds good. Alright, so here's what happens. The creature slams into the 2 trees. In fact, it looks like it's not reacting to the image, like it didn't have no time to react to that. However, it was just because of its pure charge that it still was expecting to hit that, so it's almost like its attack that was meant for the image ends up hitting into the trees instead as it kind of thrashes about. As it does this, its limbs literally knock the trees, completely tears them out of the ground, right? And in fact, you go flying through the air. You're gonna go about 30 feet backwards, because it's normally 20 feet if he hits you, but you're in a tree.
I can cast a feather fall as a reaction.
Okay, as a reaction, you're probably gonna need it. I was gonna say you were gonna end up taking significant fall damage because of the force of this attack.
I can do that as a reaction.
I would recommend that. That's a good idea. So you do that. These trees are completely demolished, and in fact, forest. So we're gonna say that featherfall makes you fall a little slower. So you end up, because of that, the momentum. Momentum still works. It ends up carrying you pretty far back. You end up going right about back here. Forest, though, in the meantime, do a reflex saving throw.
You said 30 feet?
It was going to be 30 feet, but he casts Featherfall, which it slows his downward momentum, but not his lateral momentum. So because of that, basically, the fall took longer, meaning that he went further through the air. But he was able to land gently enough. It is reflex saving throw, right? Or is it? I've been playing too much Pathfinder. What is it called? Is it dexterity or
For what? Landing?
Should be dex.
I think dexterity. Yeah, dexterity saving throw. Yeah, that's what I say. Dex saving throw. What'd you get?
19.
19. All right.
Took a roll all the way.
Basically, yeah, you are able to, at the very last second, you see this creature charging. You're invisible, so he doesn't even know you're there. However, you're like, I gotta get out of dodge. So you are able to get out of the way. You don't take damage. However, you are prone. You had to like do a diving roll.
Can I go that way?
This which way?
Or go that way.
This way? He like was charging this way,
okay.
so
Yeah,
you would have known to. So you're gonna be prone about right
How
now.
intelligent is the creature though?
So he does that.
Actually, the image would be gone now. So there's a concentration.
Luckily, he's not that intelligent. However, he is still extremely upset.
So the question is the no, it's at the mirror image.
It was a concentration spell, and I cast another concentration.
So you just one shot your trees?
After that, what is his movement? 40?
Apparently, he did over 50
Yeah,
damage.
he does have a little bit of movement.
He never
then.
said they were dead. He just said he knocked them over. They could still be alive.
How much damage did you do to the trees?
He did. I didn't even calculate for the second one because you gotta be careful. This is one of those moments where I can give way too much.
You don't have to tell us what you
lot.
rolled, just how much damage did you hit it for.
I know, but which version? Like, there's a reason.
I mean, you would tell us how much damage my tree took. You wouldn't have to
The
tell us
first
how many
one-
dice you rolled, but you would tell me if I took
the first one
60
took
damage
over,
or whatnot.
The first one took over 100 damage.
Wow.
The second one was more.
Okay.
So yeah,
said
actually,
more?
they are dead.
Whatever.
Rolling 7d10?
This is.
Well, it's been fun, guys.
Just a little more than 100 for this other one. Both of them were well more than 50. So yeah, he one-shot the trees.
We just got to get them to 100 HP, guys. Just get them to 100.
Whatever could that be for?
So we only have to get him to 1/10 of his health.
Yeah. So he does still have some movement left. He does have about. Was he over here? He's got about 10 feet of movement left. So he gets right here. I think that's enough reach for him. Yeah. He's gonna swing his fist at Sid.
Wasn't that already an attack, or did he have multiple attacks?
Say what?
It wasn't the charges attack?
He does have an attack.
He can do multiple attacks.
So he's gonna swing at Sid. Ooh, that is a nat 20.
Alright, Sid's dead. Campaign's over.
Sits down.
For a multiple attack, though, can you attack, move, attack? Or is it you have to do move and then attack?
Can you move like if a creature has multi-attack, right? Let's say it's like
I was
a
just thinking the multi-attack meant it had to be in the same attack action.
no, like it can separate its action. Like, cause think of like a whirling dervish, right? That's one of the creatures that has multi-attack. It can like finish killing the creature it's fighting,
Yeah.
and then move into another space and then do more attacks. Because it's just saying that it's multi-attacks is basically like either it just moves so quickly, or it kind of has like flourish where it has attacks that can like combine into other attacks, and then that's like separate from the movement thing. The movement thing is its own. Yeah. So he did get a 20. Refresh me on D&D 5e again. How the crit works. I'm sorry, I've been playing a lot of Pathfinder.
Double the dice.
Just double the dice, but do you do the plus?
No, just dice, not the modifiers.
So okay.
Only dice are doubled, not modifiers.
All right. So it'll be 68.
Who's your boss?
I need some more D8. I need 4 more D8s.
Where's your
Just 2 more. There we go. Got it.
So the dragon's your boss. What about
Dragon?
big boss? Big boss dragon. Cool.
It's 33. Segment.
Where's your general? Do you know what general?
That one does. Yeah, that one also hits. So this one's gonna be just 3d8.
Oh, you slapped him? No. Rare back that. What are you stealing?
52 damage. There you go. Alright, so Sid takes 52.
Poor Sid.
Sid gets beat up a lot, by the way. Which is kind of funny because I was telling them, and you should know this too, by the way. Well, I better get in frame. If your character dies in this campaign, it's not exactly a permanent death like it is in other campaigns where it's like, it's just your character doesn't actually die. They end up going back to the dream realm. But the trauma of dying in the dream realm makes their connection basically untenable to go back. So they can't go back, right? But they're still alive, right? And then you can just re-roll a character basically. Where Sid is like, oh, now I need to pull someone else. But if Sid dies, it's game over. The bad guy wins because he's the one that brings you back. So you don't like him going down. Be careful if Sid is getting too damage. So how much did I say he took? 53?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Okay. Alright, he's at 90. Okay, and then next, and that's all of its attacks. Next it is Osiris. Your turn.
How much HP does Sid still have?
He has 90 now. He started with 143. What y'all think so far? High level campaign. Pretty crazy, huh?
I'm ready to unleash the thunder.
Alright.
It's going to be a couple more turns before I'm prepared to unleash the thunder.
By the way, if you hadn't had to dodge out of the way just now, you would have had an attack of opportunity. But
Oh, really?
well, no, it's a good thing you didn't take damage. Well, had you not gotten your save, you would have taken pretty considerable amount of damage.
We'll live to fight another day.
Whose turn is it?
Osiris.
It's my turn?
Yeah. Oh, I thought you knew. Hold on.
No. Alright. I want to move towards this tree over here.
That's good.
Yep. Create a little bit of distance.
30. Yep.
And then I want to attack again.
Okay. Sounds good.
19.
It hits. You already had the low mark on it, right?
Mm-hmm. Lows. Ooh, nice. 22 points of damage.
Okay, nice. Alright, second attack.
And attack again. Okay. 30.
30 damage. So
No, 30 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits. Yeah.
And then
See, if this is Pathfinder, that would be a crit.
why?
Pathfinder, or at least Pathfinder 2nd Edition, to get a crit, you need to get 10 above their armor class.
Nice.
Oh, shoot. Now we know. He just told you how much it is. What? Now you know that it's less than 20. Well, technically, should have already been able to figure that out.
I mean, it's a 19 hits.
Yeah.
But
Big things aren't usually hard
hard to hit, yeah. They're easier most of the time.
unless they have stupid armor.
Yeah, unless they're like a dragon or something and they have like hide.
This guy could have been like the other guys where he had like
Hey, you could have been.
evolved fur that was immune to all weapons pretty much. Those were tricky for y'all, I remember. Y'all were like, we got this.
17
and then, like,
damage on the second attack.
17, so 22 plus 17, 39.
Yep. Ouch. And then for my bonus action, I can hide.
Okay. Yeah, hide again. Yeah, roll for stealth, yeah.
28.
Nice, yeah. You are successfully re-hobbited.
Woo!
All right, next up it is Veronica. Finally, the paladin's turn. First off, you're facing the wrong way.
So maybe we'll find someone that you can.
must turn around. They're gonna put me there.
You can activate that also.
What is that?
You know what I think of whenever I see her character? It makes me think of like someone that's like in the middle of like a photo shoot and their hair is blowing all dramatically behind them, like her cape billowing in the wind. Looks like she's supposed to be like on the front of a romance novel.
In front of them.
She has the feet photogenic.
No, that would be a bonus.
I will follow up.
So that means I still get to attach, right?
And then the hair literally is blowing in the wind. Wow.
What does this do?
I don't think we can see where
With that.
It's pretty cool looking. I like the sword too. Shake the sword.
Yes. But you would do that.
Assuming the closest I am is from my window, right?
Yep.
What you gonna do?
We're getting like,
I'm gonna shoot my
but
longbow.
there's two
Alright, you want to stay where you are, or
you kind of
I mean,
mercifully
it can go
killed someone
150 feet.
and then ran off. So
yeah, no, I'm just making sure. Okay.
which she's in this
Trying to play your paladin like you used to play your ranger.
just come slide.
What'd you get?
Y'all are all moving in all sorts of directions, not helping out me.
What do you need help with?
Inspiring leadership.
You're
you get?
fine.
What'd you roll?
You're not in danger yet.
You'll see my next turn. We'll talk about it.
There's crit fails in this. Yeah, roll percentile dice.
The what?
The percentile dice. The D10 and a D100 or whatever. The like these two, or
What's this
like
for?
this for her to see if she hits Sid, basically.
I can move up a little bit.
Of course, it takes my die. 0 and 90.
0 or oh,
Isn't that a 10?
Okay, no, you're good. That's 9.
Send a 0 a 10?
Yeah, I guess so. Is that 100? No, I think it's just 90.
If it's 90 and a 0, the 0 is a 10.
Is that 100?
No, it'd be, 90 plus 10.
It would be a 10.
Because if she wrote, because if she rolled at 80, it would be plus 10, it would be 90.
So yeah.
I think it's actually supposed to be the 0 is a 0. No? On every other die, there is one that has a. Yeah, it's a 10. Okay, so yeah, that's 100. No, you're good. You're good. You miss. Well, you're not good. You miss your target, but you don't hit Sid. So you're fine. All right.
Well, I have 2 attacks.
Can we do another one of all of them?
Yes.
Don't paladins normally get up in there?
Twice.
Another,
That is twice in a row.
another percentile dice.
Let's find one of yours.
I think he has mine, doesn't he?
Nope, you got those two. Your other one's still in here. Your other two, I should say.
50.
Did you just hit me with a die? You know what you need to get for
did
the
it feel
storm?
like?
If you ever find it, and these are very rare. A complete collection of DnD Dungeon Dice Monsters.
Oh, that is.
It's a spinoff from Yu-Gi-Oh!
50? 50 on the dot?
Well, it's a 40 and a 10.
Roll for damage.
You just killed Sin.
What do I...
It's not that we care about him, but we need him.
That did not count.
Kind of a need carry.
4 damage, that's it? Okay, that's
As
good.
long as he alive.
I actually skipped over Sid, I just realized, so I'm going to do Sid next. But
Like
okay,
I think we all agree he's a sociopath
Sanctuary.
who brings people here
Makes
to
it so
die.
you can't attack, right? Or let me see. Just since you have the spell card anyways, I might as well just take a look at it real quick. Who are you protecting?
Sid.
Sid?
After I done beat up on him.
She felt bad for hitting him in the knee with the arrow.
Oh, but if we're gonna say that this is cast after his next turn because he was actually supposed to go first, and then that would prevent him, or it would negate the thing. So we're gonna say that he did actually go first. All right, and that's it for your turn, right? Are you gonna move anywhere?
We turn around the corner, we drag on it.
Again, I hate to tell you how to play because it's your character. The paladins normally are the tanks. They're normally up in the front, not in the back.
You are a fighter.
Yeah.
You're not built as a healer.
But I mean, that being said, you also saw this thing just charge forward and knock away 2 trees like they were.
Mine also says 30. Is that correct?
You what?
I said mine also says 30. Is that correct?
What's his
Walking speed.
Sounds right.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I'll move up to.
So move up 30 feet.
What is your intelligence or wisdom? Like, are you a pretty intelligent character?
No.
No, I have a -1.
All right, then yeah, you would go right up front. Where are you at here? 30. Yeah, you can get up here. Okay. All right, now we'll do Sid, and we're gonna say that he went first, even though he did take some damage. All right, so it's Sid's turn.
So you missed both my ones.
He did.
So apparently your ones are rubbing off over here.
You quit rolling ones, and now she's rolling ones.
You gotta change up your dice.
She just shot poor Sid.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I knew that was coming.
I mean, we've been planning it ourselves.
Well,
We were going to wait till after that.
All right, so Sid is going to. He's actually going to kind of do this like little anime vaulting / jumping up the creature itself. Go ahead and roll his. Oh yeah, he got up there. So he just doing all these cool flips like off of one tentacle of the monster, off of the knee, off this part. And he's like, once he gets up to the top, then he's gonna just let loose with a bunch of blows. First one misses. Second one hits. Third one. Third one hits. And the fourth one misses. So 2 hit. So that's going to be 10 for those. That'll be 22 damage. And now I need to do some con saving throws. Ooh, he fails. Yeah, he fails hard. So Sid comes up, does that cool, doing like jumping like Yoda whenever he's like doing his lightsaber fight. He's basically doing that, and then just like right in the creature's face. He's able to definitely do it. He actually stuns the creature. The creature is now stunned.
wow.
Sid, however, because he was up in the air doing all that stuff, he didn't see that the paladin was about to shoot some arrows, so he ends up getting hit by an arrow. And it does. Oh, let's do a dex saving throw for Sid. Sid's pretty agile.
Not today.
Well, he wasn't expecting that arrow in the back. He was thinking he was trying to do some stuff with the party. No, he does fall prone.
Does he take any fall damage?
No, he's pretty dexterous.
He's dexterous.
Yeah, monks and rogues, they don't take as much fall damage yet. All right. Next it is, I think, up to the top. Yeah. So Kayla, here you go.
Alright, so I'm going to get up.
Get up. Isn't getting up an action?
No, it just takes half your movement.
Really? Okay. All right, and you're going over here. You said
Sid fell on his ass.
right here.
Of course it did.
Constitution
What
saving
happened
throw.
now?
Constitution saving throw.
What happened?
Your arrow happened.
That black ooze type stuff. It's necrotic filth.
I'm not trying to be in it. That's why I said next to it.
No, they got hit by it when you're over there kind of close to it. Even if you're kind of close, it can still be there.
Okay. That's fine. It's a roll for
Constitution.
But I'm going to need it. Put it in my cup.
15.
15? Oh, I thought it was a higher. I thought you had an 18.
Should have done the cup.
You do take necrotic damage. You take 5 points of necrotic.
Arrow making
Oh, and just so you know, the paladin's now more than 30 feet away. If you stay where you're at, instead of taking 5 necrotic on your next turn, you would take 10.
Oh no, I'm definitely moving closer.
Alright, so I moved. Since he's got damage, I'm going to use Colossal Slayer attack on him.
Okay.
First attack.
Okay.
Yeah, 20.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, y'all needed that. All right. Roll for damage. You certainly hit him. Wait. What would that be with your modifiers? I'm just like a 40 or something insane.
38.
30. Sid's got a plus 11, and I thought that was a lot. Y'all know what this guy has?
20.
For most of his attacks?
No.
Plus 13. What'd you get? How much damage? Yeah, it is.
It's like 12.
You double dice?
17. 17. Oh, I gotta roll again. 17 for the first one. So let me.
You already do the double? Like,
No.
it's the,
Usually double that or roll again.
oh. I guess roll again. Since you got the dice.
And
Technically
and
what you're
add
supposed to
a
do.
modifier.
Yeah. You need to go.
That was much better.
There you go. I like that you get to roll different kinds of die. That's fun when we get to roll different kinds of dice.
They're looking.
Yeah. You were smart too with yours because yours are really easy to read. That green with
I'm
black.
old, so I kept searching for dice that were neon. I tried black and yellow, that didn't work.
Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
So I found neon green and black and white. That's my color. So.
No, those are good dice. Good to read.
These to me are easy to read.
Yeah, those are good. I can see those from here.
The blue is not as good. It's a little.
Anything that catches the light can make it a little harder.
If it's more iridescent, like
Yeah.
where you just said if it catches the light. Technically, I think that's literally what iridescent means.
Yeah.
Like it catches the light. Feel a little silly.
And I can't.
That's
add,
pretty much
I can't add my bonus to it twice, right?
what you mean.
You
Which
just add your
bonus?
modifier.
Yeah.
So.
Total damage going 53 for the first attack.
And then double back. And then double it again.
You just keep doubling. All right, roll your second attack. 53 though, right?
Yeah. Is he bloodied?
He's not. No, he's not.
Another 20.
Another 20.
Nat 20?
Oh my god. All right.
But no Colossus Slayer.
20s.
Or Hunter's Mark. Right?
Well, I just realized y'all are so lucky because
You got Hunter's Mark
straight
for both
stunned.
attacks?
y'all have a good chance to be able to finish
because
him
you should
off
have the-
just because of the damage
You
y'all
just
bring
mark
out.
this if any attack
I try to make this guy tough, but holy crap.
I did
Oh,
nothing.
just wait
The
till I actually
Colossus
started
uses the first
hacking.
attack.
I knew
I
that.
know, yeah, you were like
Yeah,
talking the
the
snack, and all you've done so far
So
is
any
fall in a
attack,
pool of
if I'm not
goo
mistaken.
or get sick
Oh,
from it.
yeah.
I mean, we've also rolled 4 natural
I
ones
haven't been
against
doing it
him.
though, right? Why did you do that?
It's true. This is true. These are facts. Hey, it's not as noisy. One of my favorite things is that Family Guy is that one seagull or whatever that's like.
Yeah.
I think that's so much whenever I'm just cheesing, whenever I'm like.
I just wish I knew how
He
much he
don't
had, so
like-
I knew how much before I can just.
Worst thing about it is his package.
Oh.
What is it?
It's hard to know.
I'm
Don't be so hasty.
37 on the next one.
It's not too hasty.
look, Travis, I'm not gonna cheat. Did you s- Oh no, she did say you could use my board.
Make sure I don't get
I
robbed.
mean, I balled.
I'm still laughing at what happened to
I
you.
flew so far away, I'm staring at the walls of destiny itself.
But that's Thordak.
Whose turn is it?
I feel like there's like otherworldly being on the other side. Somehow is controlling my fate.
Yeah, he's fucking bloodied.
Yeah, boy. Those are in either eye, by the way. Right eye, left eye.
Oh, yeah, that means he's
So
halfway.
when he blinks, it's like.
My hope
If you- No, I'm not gonna have that. I mean, because we're gonna say that if you're going for the eye, the AC would be higher because it's a tougher shot. Which you still would have hit. Whatever, we'll say you got it in the eye. But you know what happens? Here's what happens. Your arrows go forward, you know, it's like stuns, you're like. So then you thought it was the easiest shot in the world. You just, and you see it go in, and it's like this, and then all of a sudden, new eyeballs grow up, and those other ones just kind of shift, and you see the arrows shift to like further back.
He's regenerating, guys. Come on, kill us.
Is it my turn?
It is now Roderick's turn.
Yeah, okay. Guys! Well, can he use Misty Step as a bonus action?
Can you what?
Use Misty Step as a bonus action?
Sure, yeah. Where do you want to go?
I just want to get away from that crap.
Oh, yeah.
Just maybe or something.
Are you still invisible? Are you still invisible?
But it's 2 minutes, so however long the.
Okay.
So 20 rounds of combat.
How often do you get to use that?
Once every day.
Oh, then you don't have it then. You already used it before.
No, they use it for the whole counter. They use it for the whole counter. We just had to.
Oh, you have 2 minutes worth? So you can like take it off and
Yes.
put it on?
Yes.
So you have 2 minutes worth throughout the day.
Total time, yes.
Okay.
Then resets it all.
It's pretty cool. Okay. Alright, sounds good. Next up it is Roderick.
I'm just trying to remember who's next in the order here.
Leroy after you. And then the creature after him, even though it's stunned.
Right.
And then after him is Osiris, then Sid, and then Veronica.
How far do I need to move here? So far away. I should be able to get within 60 feet of him.
Okay. Yeah, you would be able
Just
to.
move me, 30 feet this way.
Okay. And you want us to be on this side instead? Because you've seen how big.
Just close enough to inspire him as he seems preparing, as if he's preparing something.
Alright. How do you inspire him?
I get knocked down, but I got up again. You don't keep me down. I got knocked down. I'm inspired.
There you go. Take a D12 and a D6. Because you made the DM laugh. Oh no, I just realized I'm blocking. I need you to prop that up.
Not even the audience gets to see.
No one gets to see.
It might work a little bit.
That
Actually, yeah, that will be easier than what I was going to use.
Yeah, I didn't even realize he was either.
There you go. Yeah, that's not too bad.
I was gonna say you were actually just barely replacing.
Oh yeah, and that was a bonus action, right? So you still can do something else.
I do have an action.
so I got inspired, correct?
Yeah, you got an extra D12 and a D6. You can roll attack rolls, ability checks, or saving throws.
Okay.
And it's. Yeah, I remember how
last
long
10
Bardic
minutes.
Inspiration? 10 minutes. I was gonna say it's a pretty good bit of time.
It's long in the combat, but outside of combat, not that long.
No, but that, even outside of combat, you can still get a lot done within 10 minutes. So if you have inspiration, you can be like, oh, quick, let me go do that difficult thing I was trying to do right now. I was wondering about like how you would be able to do. I was thinking it'd be kind of cool to have like real-time simulation going on, as in like quest timers. Like, wouldn't that be cool? You know, like in some RPGs there'll be like quests that have a time actually.
Yeah.
It adds a really good level of tension to it.
Oh yeah.
They've done that in
For sure.
some D&D games I've seen, and I think that works well. So, anyways, do anything else in your turn?
I'll cast a Mass Cure Wounds. So it'd be up to 6 people within a 30-foot radius sphere.
Okay. 30 foot.
Don't know how
You
many
don't get
I can
sick.
get.
You can heal them. They took 2 damage. I mean, I hate to tell you, I don't even know if it's worth doing right now, just because that's a powerful spell. But
Save it.
It's a mid-level one, but
Huh?
Sid was hit. Paladin hasn't been hit, I guess. No. Have you been hit?
No.
You have been hit. You have been hit.
If you have a heal, save it for now.
I was hoping to hit myself with it, but I can't hit me and someone else. So
How much
I'll
damage have
wait.
you taken?
I'm half health.
Dang!
From the last fight.
Oh wow, yeah.
I got destroyed by those werewolf people.
Oh yeah, well, in that case, then, yeah. I didn't think about that.
But I can wait.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And then in that case, to be honest, by the way, I would have to keep track. I think Sid is lower than. I'd have to go back and look. I might be able to find that, but yeah, I think Sid is lower. So he probably does need your help. All right. Then next up, it is Leroy Jenkins.
So, is there a position where I can get them and my little bard buddy within 30 feet of me?
Yeah, I think right by this other black pool of goo.
Stay away from the black goo.
Move me close to it. I will take it.
You can.
And I'm going to use my...
I think you can get. Yeah, you can get within 30 feet of everyone.
I'm going to stand here for the next 10 minutes and use my inspiring leadership to give you all 20 temporary HP.
Well, but that's at the end of the 10 minutes. They gave it.
I know.
Okay.
Oh, so I can't attack them that time.
What is it?
Yeah, you would have to stand here.
Yeah.
What would be like 60 rounds, I guess?
For 10 minutes?
No. Yeah, 10 minutes. That's more than 60.
It's a ton.
That's a lot.
Okay. All right.
That's
Well, in that case,
no, it's 100 rounds.
Isn't that?
I'm gonna go for broke.
Seconds in a round. So that'd be 10 rounds.
It would be
in
100.
1 minute.
Yeah. 100 rounds.
I'm gonna go for broke.
It'd be 100, if you want to see it for the next 100 rounds.
We can
Well,
stall.
keep waiting. Everyone keeps holding their action.
I'm gonna go for broke. I'm gonna raise my hand to the sky. Great Rajin, give me your power, and shoot a lightning bolt at level 8.
Ooh, this should be good. Alright. Can you roll for the attack, I believe, still?
No? I don't think so.
Oh yeah, no. Ooh, bud. Are you sure you want to do this? Did you read it carefully? That's all I'll say before you do it.
I can angle it because he's so much taller than him. I can
That's
literally
true. Yeah.
shoot straight
Okay,
at his
as long as
head.
you do that, then. Yeah.
That is what I'm doing. I am aiming right for his face.
Dex saving throw.
So wherever that cobalt's standing, I'm just gonna.
Yep.
Let's do a dex saving throw. Yeah.
Dex saving throw.
Jenkins. Let's see if he gets it. Ooh. No, he fails.
All right, so
I
he
rolled
takes
3.
13 d6.
Woo! I like how 13, and I'm like D6, and I'm like, it's Israel. It could be worse.
10,
Just wait
20.
20 d4s.
30,
And then do 20.
46.
46 damage.
40 plus.
I said he did more on his 2 attacks.
As you do, the raging fills you. You feel it Kamehameha and arcs straight through him. And it goes past him, and he's fully in the beam. And you felt it. It felt like there was a lot of energy. However, as you see it hit the creature, you notice that it seems to not be affected by it as much as you thought it would. It still takes, it still hurts a little bit, but it doesn't seem to hurt as much as you were expecting.
Yeah.
He's got light air resistance, doesn't he?
We can tell him that we
Yes. No, but yes.
Right here, why?
All right, and next up it is
Real
the
quick,
creature.
because I still have my unseen familiar out. He's a bonus action. I'm going to use him to pull Sid up, so he's not prone.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, we can do that.
Well, no, that's my mirror image.
The unseen servant.
The unseen servant is invisible.
Oh, okay.
He will be disappearing next round,
Okay.
and then he'll be disappearing in 2 rounds.
Oh wow, they don't last that long.
No, they don't.
All right, sounds good. And then now is the creature's turn. The creature is stunned. Let me make sure that there's nothing that like. Nope, it's stunned. All right. Next up is Osiris.
Alright. Just gonna keep laying into this thing. So, since I'm stealth, the first attack is with advantage.
Yeah. That's what's so good about using a bonus action to hide again.
Yeah. So, it's like, I don't know.
I mean, if it's a 19 or
30 something.
yeah, you hit it.
Alrighty.
I like how you should never inspire Osiris since he's or any of
Hide
their
as a full
creatures.
action.
They're guaranteed to hit regardless.
You know what?
Oh, I
can do it
should
as a
have
bonus
used that
action.
extra damage on.
That's a special thing, right?
No, it's
Yeah.
not damage. It's just for ability checks or attacks and stuff. It doesn't. It's not a damage check. Unless there is a kind of bard which does do it for damage. It's a battle bard or battle something, or the College of Valor maybe.
19 points on the first one.
Okay.
I don't think you can ever add it to damage. I don't think you can ever add it to damage.
Yeah, there is one type of bard. I think it's College of Valor or College of Blades that
this guy is the
they
College.
give inspiration.
This guy is the College of Valor.
Then it's the other one. I can look it up and thing and show you.
As far as the 2 basic ones, there's Lore and Valor.
Yeah. College of Whispers is my one.
Yeah, that's
I like that.
It's like my main
19 on the first one.
And then 16, so 35.
35. What was it? All right. Okay.
Everyone hide again.
Sounds good. Roll for self. Roll a disadvantage since you didn't move.
Using the same hiding spot.
Yeah, exactly.
14.
Alright. I believe you're pretty stealth.
I'll take it.
Next up, it is Sid's turn. Sid.
Some hiding spots are so good. Why give it up?
Protection, right?
Why not go hide in the dryer for the night time? They'll never see it coming. Camper. I'm not ashamed. Legolas.
That still only counts as 1.
Well, it's a big one.
I'm still just picturing old Greg standing there. I'm sorry.
I'm old Greg.
What are you doing in my forest?
Do you love me? Could you learn to love me?
Look at my mangina.
Alright, Spit.
Spittles.
Sid is first going to. He's going to look very carefully at it. He's going to try to use insight on it He's gonna, being that he knows this is a creature of the dream realm, basically, but it seems to be a different kind. He's trying to discern if it has any particular weaknesses. He's gonna roll insight. Does get pretty high. So, after seeing what will help with it, one second. He's thinking that magic is going to be difficult against this creature. That it's resistant to a lot of different types of magical damage, and that it just seems like it's going to be really tough. So after doing some time doing that, he's going to still try to get a couple of attacks in, some unarmored strikes. And this time he's going more for the groin. He's like, why not? See if this thing has a weak spot.
Yeah, speed bag.
First attack misses.
Oh my god.
So Sid goes right underneath.
Holy moly.
It looks like he's in a trap.
Wait. The giant's gotta say feast ye eyes.
So Sid comes up and he first goes to try to strike true. As he goes to strike, not only is he not quite a hit exactly what he was trying to hit, but the tentacles shifted a little bit and his hand was caught for a second. He felt like he was going to start getting trapped. So instead of striking again like he was good as planning on doing, he instead goes to like flip up and use his foot to kind of extricate himself. And as he does so, the foot is able to make a strike. And then it does 9 points of damage, so not much. But now the creature's in stuns right now. Now he's gonna have to do another con saving throw to see if it's stunned again.
Well, if you hit my groin,
That one he got it. So he is not stunned this time. So Sid's at 11 points of damage.
It's persuasion. I'm telling the truth. I don't have all that.
Okay, and then that is it for Sid's turn.
Okay, deception.
Next up, it is Veronica.
What is deception? Charisma?
Still close for time to do that?
You're right up next to him, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to lay on hand pools.
Lay on hands. To who are you gonna heal? Sid? Alright. Roll your however many D8.
I don't think you roll for that.
Well, you don't roll for
She's
that.
based
It
on
just
your
says
level.
you can give them up to 85 per long rest.
Yeah, she can
Yeah,
use
lay
it.
on hands is just you give them a number.
Oh, okay.
It's just straight up.
How much do you want to heal for?
All of it.
Well, he doesn't need that much.
Well,
11
he was
and 7.
lower. He was lower. Let me see if we can find out how much he's at.
If he comes back and goes, well, Sid's dead.
Yeah, it's cool. Hunter's Mark is persistent until he dies.
Yeah. That is cool. You can move it with a bonus
That's one of
action
my
in some
favorite.
combat.
Yes, it's hurting bad. He'd be at like, not in the single digits, but
Can we not just
not that far off. He's like
No.
in the teens right now.
Teens.
It's in the teens, honey.
Sid is hurting.
Yeah, so she's going to use all 85 on him.
Okay, sounds good.
But we're not going to put it on the iPad because it's taking too
That's fine. So he's back up to 100, we'll say. Okay.
What
You
does
needed
a long
that.
rest mean?
Alright, anything else? Was that, I think you can do that as a bonus action.
It's not under bonus action.
No, it's just under action. So, do you want to attack her?
I think it is, and not only that, that's how Mark was using it. He would always use it as a bonus action.
No, it's under action.
Okay. I would have thought it was.
It might be with what he has, but with hers, it's just.
Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it was the kind of spec he was. You trying to see. Well, then if that was your action, what else are you trying to do?
She's got 2 actions, so if you want to attack her, you're close enough to stab her.
Well, isn't that only if she attacks? I think she can get another action.
I was wondering about that.
Isn't that just if she attacks? If she gets 2 attacks?
No,
I don't think
just
it's if she gets 2 actions.
yeah, 2 attacks per action.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. All right. Anything else then? Okay. And then it goes back up to the top. So Kalon, you're up.
I do have the combat inspiration. You can't add it to the damage.
He'll take
Oh,
I do
you
have
do?
it.
Whoa. Okay. Hey, you can't add that.
I do have it.
His inspiration dice. You can't add the damage. You can't add it to your damage. He is that kind of bard. They call it valor.
Just,
Yeah, dude,
I just had to actually go to my list of features to see it though. It wasn't listed under my normal inspiration.
I was about to go grab a book because I was like, I know I've seen that. It's so funny, dude. I'm not kidding. I really miss my bard. I'm not kidding. I've been like thinking because I haven't played my druid and my bard in so long, and I miss both of them. But the bard was so cool because did I ever tell you about him?
I think you did, yeah, the whispers.
It was like Whispers and then Swashbuckler Rogue. So it was like a multi-class. So he was gonna be like a 007 and go in. You know, he has all these illusion type things from the bard school, so he can
It's
like.
the most versatile class, the bard. Yeah.
It is.
You can take it in
really
any
is.
direction.
It can really go a lot of really interesting directions. The flavor behind it is really cool too. You know, they're definitely pretty cool. But I just loved the backstory I made for him and everything. Anyways, whose turn is it? It's Caleb.
I'm gonna move up to that tree, but just to the side so I can see around it.
Over here.
Back in the back.
This one.
Yeah.
It was her turn last. So then it's
I got it. I got it.
You believe me?
What is the minimum you need? Is it a 4? What is your roll?
No, it's 18 plus whatever. So 18 plus 4. I gotta roll 8 better than 2. I'm good for most things.
Got married.
Yes, Colossus Slayer attack.
For the record, we are trying to capture better. I mean, that's what we hang out here for, right?
We literally can barely. He doesn't need Arwen late, to be fair.
18.
No crit though. That's his rolls. Pretty good. 20. Total.
61.
61. Jeez Louise. Hit hard.
Is he bloodied?
Yes, he is, yeah. He was bloodied last round. Okay. Yeah, he's hurt. Alright.
It's the next shot that did it.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Next
bloodied.
up is Roderick.
oh, he's been bloodied. He's been bloodied.
Yeah, he was bloodied.
It's monkey.
So
Monkey in his jump.
how?
The elf on the shelf.
The question is, how far into bloodied is he?
He's got a monk in his junk.
Yep.
I'm super resistant to sword.
Muscle wizard cat's fist.
You see that meme of Stormtrooper? Since you got an elf on the shelf, like a trooper on the super.
He was bloodied a while ago.
Say it again?
I said he was bloodied like a while ago. So
Yeah, it was like a full
We're-
round. It was
we're
like
well
over.
into him.
Like he was the one that bloodied him originally. It wasn't the
Yeah.
last
I need
time.
to drop my thing too.
Okay, dropping it now. Gotcha. Okay.
I just,
Time wise, how much was that, so I can kind of keep track of it.
I think that was our third
I
one.
need to
12.
find a way to figure out how
Well,
much HP he's got.
only because I want to penalize you, just because like you start like because we're gonna say that you were as soon as you came to the clearing, you flipped it over. So we'll say that was.
I'm gonna go with that. So.
Yeah, we'll say that from the time it took y'all probably about because he had to try to give the tree a couple times. It was over a minute. We'll say about. Minute and 10 seconds, minute. Or I guess it should be in increments of 6. No, it doesn't have to. We'll say, what were you gonna say?
As far as donning and doffing, you can use that as a bonus action. If it's just a cloak, I know if it's like a shield and stuff, it counts as a turn. But if it's a,
Do I have to do
so I got like 40 seconds left.
Sure.
do an extra? Does everybody
Assuming, subtracting whatever you might have think
do that
used before this, because we haven't had it hasn't been like a day yet, you know.
extra D8?
10 seconds left.
Sure.
That fair?
12 seconds. 2 rounds.
If I can do it in 10
But there's a hidden mechanic where if that ever goes down to 0, you just insta die.
Insta death?
Yeah, and you actually die. You don't go back to the body.
I can move up a little closer just so I can cast Shatter at him without hitting the paladin. I'm gonna cast it at 12th level, 4th level.
What is it, a deck saving throw or no? I don't think it's a con saving throw, right?
Con.
I think so.
It's on
This is
19.
for the monster. Ooh, he rolled a nat
An
1.
elven rainbow.
Okay.
Is that what's giving you the
For
radiant?
Sid.
Well, no, that won't be radiant.
What's the DC I need to pass?
19.
Yeah. So
Nope, Sid did not get it.
And
So
this
both
one
failed.
is,
Oh, I forgot Sid was there.
the bow that I have right now,
Yeah.
the bow I have,
Hold on. I'll let you change it if you want, since you can see it from
is
vantage.
150 to
I
600.
don't want to be a cruel DM.
And
I just literally couldn't see his figure. I was looking. I was like, all right, we're good.
She's close
For
enough
my
that our
battle,
aura of
you get
protection,
oh, yeah.
starting
I have them
at
in the
6th
range.
level, with,
As long as they're not
whenever you are a friendly
behind
creature
cover.
within 10 feet of you, must make
I
a
think, really
saving
cool.
throw. The creature gains a bonus equal to your
And it gives you plus
charisma
5 hits.
modifier.
What's your
Oh, yeah,
charisma
for sure.
modifier?
And then
I'm pretty sure he still failed.
some fucking bowstring.
Yeah, he still failed.
And I get 3 charges with that.
yeah, that'd probably be worth me replacing my bracer with
mean-
like a bowstring or something.
I mean, Roger just simply didn't see him, so
So people get on top of me.
Alright, roll for damage.
it's going to
They
be
take a disadvantage.
5d8.
And then
I mean, you were like blown away from battle basically, so you were just kind of scrambling to get back on
I've
the
lost track of
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't let me forget it.
Makes
We'll find
sense.
it after.
Need a d8.
touch my dice.
Hopefully we run
Get
into the old.
You need some more D8?
Yeah,
Those
yep.
with all 3.
3 more d8.
There's 2.
Because I'm thinking if I use them, then
This is good.
Yeah, so that's the thing with this too is like, you know, which enemy is worth me taking the oath upon.
That will be
What are you missing? Dice are you missing?
22.
22 points of damage.
that's alright. Still stuff.
You can manage
Sid is at 78.
That
And
is
then
The other creature is definitely hurt.
standard stealth, which is
It definitely hurt.
it's thunder damage.
Single, double digits yet?
Oh wait, that's
Thunder.
Yeah.
thunder damage.
Yeah, that's
Something
right.
like that.
Yep.
So it's good.
Yep, it damaged him as much as you expected it to.
Sid?
Also Sid, yes.
Also hit Sid just as much as I thought it would.
Yeah, Sid took 22, the creature took 22. Alright, next up it is Leroy Jake Hands.
Leroy shaking hands.
How much HP does this man? Is he in the doubles? Double digits.
Double, triple.
It's gotta be.
Maybe not. Maybe go fuck yourself.
You know what? I'm gonna
Departed, sorry.
I'm gonna try this just because. Why not?
It's taking a lot of days.
9th level,
Nice day.
power word kill.
Alright, and there's no saving throw for this, right? Isn't
There
it?
is none. If he is less than 100, he is dead.
Yep, he's dead.
Nice.
Damn it all.
How much did he have?
Total?
Like left.
Oh, 44.
Nice.
You want to know how much he had total?
Yeah.
420.
Wow. 420. Blaze it.
We laid into him.
I did pump him up a little
What was
bit.
AC? Like 17?
19. I'll tell you some of the other cool stuff he had.
Yeah, what was that? Like ridiculous.
I just want to know about the
I
charge.
know.
That's the
why don't
only
you do that
thing.
more?
That's
Dude,
the
y'all don't
only
know how
thing
much
I
that
wanted
could
to
have
know
wrecked
about.
y'all. The charge he has
That would
charged
have really
anything
one
to
shot
attack.
us.
I know, yeah. If he had done, I was planning on doing the next turn. I was basically gonna almost take him out because of how much damage he can do. Because if he charges at least 20 feet, no, at least 15 feet straight forward towards the target, and then hits it with a gore attack, it doesn't use up one of its multi attacks. Because its multi attacks, it includes gore in there, right?
It's just movement.
Yeah, yeah. It's basically So whenever he charged and he did that stuff, that was I was all going off of what is it. I was doing other things to make him a little bit more powerful for y'all, but not too much. But yeah, that thing, if he had gotten off more than one charge, I really think y'all would have experienced.
What
Sid,
was it like? Recharging or?
he would have been able to charge every turn.
Yeah.
Why didn't he charge? Because he was stunned.
Yeah, he got stunned
Okay.
once and then he was dead before he could go again. So Sid stuns like
That was good.
Yeah,
that would have been tough.
Yeah, without that stun, he would have most likely Sid probably would have gone down actually, to be honest. Because Sid was in the path, he was going to charge towards the
You can
wizard.
hit more than one person. The charge.
He's strong enough that he could easily truck Sid on the way to the next target.
Yeah.
And all it would do is it'd be like a dex saving throw, and it wouldn't be as much damage as him landing his attack on him, but it's like this big thundering creature moving past you. The big thing though, the big thing, he's a siege monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he deals double damage to objects and structures, which is
That's why it
why.
doubled. Okay.
Yeah,
I see
yeah.
what you're saying.
It was a cool idea, and then I saw that and I was like,
Yeah.
he's gonna one-shot those trees.
Wouldn't it have changed it into a construct? That wouldn't have been a structure or an object any longer,
It's
right?
no, it's still a construct. Whenever it's first off, I did this partially out of flavor, so I might.
There
No,
are
I mean it makes
But it was
sense.
more like they were mid animation or like
Yeah.
just starting to.
Yeah.
Point is, they were still made out of like
Yeah.
material at that point. And even if the thing about the siege monster, it's objects or things, is because if you hit a person, the person goes with your momentum,
but
that kind of thing.
stationary.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So because they were rooted, that's why I did it. He just pulverized them.
That makes sense.
So he had that. He had
That was a fun
damage.
enemy to fight.
He had a lot of damage resistances.
Yeah.
He had also magic resistance. But y'all didn't do it many saving throws. The one time in which you did a saving throw against him, he would have had advantage, but he was stunned.
You know what would have been really lethal? Is if you had another one come out of the woods behind us and it was like a pincher. That would have. Yeah, so like, if they like.
Oh,
yeah.
God, that would have
like Death
just
Alley.
one. I could have seen that fight going differently.
Yeah.
It could have messed y'all up.
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
The charging, it's his charging really. I mean, he
Yeah,
gets
no, it's
3
huge.
multi-attacks.
Yeah.
He gets 2 fists and a gore, or 2 fists and a hoof.
Yeah.
But charging and being able to do that, because then he says whenever he knocks a creature with his, he knocks him 20 feet away. So then, like I said, because you're in the air, I was like, it's gonna knock him more than 20 feet away. You know, so you're gonna get some distance. Really, honestly, with Featherfall, there's a decent chance you would have gone further. You know, like just because you were like, oh wait, I'm fine. Okay, I'm gonna keep going for a long time. Not like as you slowly put this out.
Off into the horizon.
Yeah. So the rest of you gather yourselves.
We got a long rest day.
Well, specifically, you finally.
Break out of the gym.
Something's starting to happen. It's mainly because of how this creature died, how it would kill. You were expecting to perform more of like the rites of passage. Like normally when we kill the creature, usually there's things you do that, you know, kind of like respecting the forest. You didn't get to do that, so at first you're kind of upset, but you were like, wait, what? And now it starts coming back to you.
Can I go search his body real quick? See if there's anything cool around him?
It's like when you wake up at like 3 a.m. and you drink like a gallon of water and then you fall back to sleep.
Is the door big enough?
No, nothing really of note around him, being that this is more of the Dream Illusions. Speaking of which, Sid comes straight to you.
I came to the group.
Okay, yeah, you come to the group. Sid comes straight to you. Osiris, are you with us now?
Sid. It's
Yeah, I'm going to,
fuzzy. I think the Lord of Illusions is manipulating this to play on my memories. It's close.
I was worried that your
A
connection.
lot of this is too off. The Fae is a much more beautiful place than this.
Exactly. I was hoping that you would start to see that, and noticing this, I'm sure now you can see this isn't the beautiful forest that you remember from your time. I was worried though that being your connection to the Fae, that you were, it's gonna say somewhat susceptible to the Lord of Illusions tricks. So take this lesson, heed this, and try to prepare yourself, because the next time that we have to go up against one of his illusions, and you know there will be a next time, we might not be able to come back and save him.
Well,
With
cross that
that,
bridge if we get to it.
sounds good. With that, if y'all are ready, wait a second. He just got that ability too. He looks vexed in frustration. I can't remember his name. What was Mark's character's name? Kektik. Kektik was gone. He just discovered the ability to be able to control some Lord of Illusions. I think I should still be able to bring us back. I'm gonna have to use astral projection again, I believe. So come forward to me. And y'all circle around. And then y'all are back in that portal room.
Honey, I Shrunk the
So yeah, y'all are back there.
Mother, we have to go back.
And Kayla, weren't you the one that had the plans? I think it was that after you came out of the illusion, yeah. So Sid comes up to you. You still have those, right? We're going to be cautious this time. I wouldn't put it past tomorrow to try to do this trick once more. It's definitely wasted some of our time. But at the same time, we have to get to him. So let's give it a shot. I think this time we should all hold
Rest up.
saying, yeah, as we go in.
You can catch your little head thing. You can camp out.
Are we trying to do like a long rest or a short
I was
rest?
probably going to be, I'd say this is probably going to be ending pretty soon. So we can end with the rest now that we're back out of the dream thing. I want to do more preparation for the temple, so that way it doesn't look as improvised.
Break back out the 3D.
Yeah. This was better because I can't show wilderness as well with the other thing.
Yeah.
I can, but it just takes too much effort and stuff, so yeah.
I expected you to have a grassy knoll with like moss covered flavor, spray on paint, a little
to
stream
smell
that
the
was running
flowers.
through. Yeah. Take some Febreze.
All you get is me. I mean, there'll still be Febreze to cover up the soundboard effects. All right.
That was good. That was a good way to
Yeah.
bring them on and get back in after a week off. So.
Yeah, and actually, in fact, let's take this time because it's always fun to get a little bit more character interaction in, and plus we know we're gonna be wrapping it up soon, but we can at least. So tell us more about your characters.
I want to know your deepest, darkest secrets.
Yeah. I mean, first off, one thing I'm gonna ask. It looks like both of you have been adventuring a long time. Looks like you are very, very experienced. You aren't new adventurers, are you?
I am Leroy Jenkins, and I run off into a portal.
You don't even wait to rest in the hut. You just go to the portal. All right, roll your percentile die.
Okay then.
80.
80. You go into the portal, come right back out because the room had 3 doorways in it. So you went in one and come right back out one of them next to it, and everyone just looks. But he's one. Yeah.
Well, we rest up a little bit, maybe slow down just a little bit.
Everyone just looks at you. Get in here.
I almost want him to stay out. I think he's more of a liability.
I killed that monster.
A bunch of whelps
We saw
come through
them.
the portal after you guys. You're suddenly surrounded by whelps.
No, we're in the hut. He's outside.
He's outside. We're good for another 8 hours.
I'm so crazy thinking of like 40 whelps going through.
We're just watching him get torn to pieces.
We're just all out there plastered at the window looking out.
Yeah. Sending up smoke signals.
Oh, that's funny. What about you, Veronica? What about in your adventures? Have you encountered anything that might be able to help us in the Dream Realm campaign? What's your backstory? Or it doesn't have to be your entire backstory, just saying.
No, I don't think you set anything up.
Okay, no problem. Just gonna say.
But I am the High Magi of the cult of Rajin. I have the power of a god on my
I
side.
like him, I just can't see him.
Thunder god.
Wait a second, wouldn't that mean you're a warlock?
I know. Yeah. So I was like, and I can't.
All right, well that's where we're in. Thank you so much.
Bright color change.
Yeah.
Thank you to our
And those are
sponsors,
his knee
Boardwalk Games, BattleBoardGames.com,
Yeah.
Goodscapes, Marco's Pizza, Planet
I've looked at these like same dice on Amazon.
Great people out there. Oh, Pop-Up Arcade. Let me show this off really quick. Let me
I
go
like
back
it.
to GM.
That is very hard to read.
You did make the horse collar for your
Maybe what you could do though.
I just want to show off our Pop-Up Arcade. We have a paint little area
and brush and touch up.
Got some really nice arcade cabinets, including some really
that's
cool
tough.
classics. We got
the numbers right.
Cyber
Yeah.
Sled, Golden Tee. That's Area 51. Just a lot of cool ones. We get some more this weekend. Anyways, Pop-Up Arcade is just awesome thing. They can do mobile arcade things at your. So if you're gonna have like a party or like an outdoor festival or something like that, you can have Pop-Up Arcade come by and spruce it up. Anyways, thank you so much, y'all, and we'll see y'all next time.